Hello everyone, happy Tuesday, and today is my 15th Vlogmas, and I'm going to read you the rough draft of my book. I'm still in a work in progress, but some of it is coming together, so I thought I would read it to you guys as a Christmas gift. And here is Liam and Skylar, and they're also listening to the story. So the name of the book is called Paprika, and the first place I'm going to be reading, the first page, I don't know what I'm going. The first page I'm going to start off in is like a prefix, the very front of the book. It's not really a chapter. It's just the part before the chapter. And it starts off. Let me start it now. You ready, guys? Leaves slowly fall from the giant trees along the edge of the sidewalk. Beautiful browns, orange, yellow, and reds twirling in the breeze, as gentle as a feather. Skylar stands outside her house with her mouth hanging open, as if the twirling leaves were magic. She reached her chubby hand to grab the leaf, but somehow it's beyond her grasp. Walking to the edge of the sidewalk, where all the leaves have landed, she bends down and picks up a leaf off the ground, and then brings it to her nose to smell it. In the distance, she hears her mom call her. She shoves the leaf in her jacket pocket and runs back into the house. The car is packed. The house is empty because today Skylar and her family are moving. They are moving from the city to a place called Epping Forest. Does Skylar want to go? No, she doesn't. She hugs her dolly close and cries. Okay, this is the first chapter. I'm only going to read you one chapter today. Chapter 1. After a heavy rain in the Epping Forest, the sun started to peek through the clouds. Everything glistened like diamonds. Paprika stood outside his burrow home and took a deep breath. The air smelled so fresh. He looked up at the sky and saw the most beautiful sight. Never before has colors looked so beautiful than when they were all together in a huge rainbow. Paprika was a small boy of only 10 inches. He wore a small white shirt that had holes along the bottom and a pair of black pants that had holes on the knees. His hair was brown with many curls, and his eyes so big and blue like the sky above. His ears were quite big for such a little guy. Paprika had been alone for so long, he barely remembered his parents, but he did remember his mother rocking him to sleep at night. Every day he went on a search for his parents, in hopes that one day he would find them. Today he had plans to search the south of the forest. The forest was so big, the oak trees went so high, Paprika never saw the tops. He wondered where it ended. His neck would hurt just looking up at that tree. The grass was so tall that he had to push the blades apart to walk through. Every day he had to be extra careful not to become some wild animal's dinner. He started walking at a very quick pace. Excited that today was the day he would find his parents. He walked what seemed like forever. He tripped over a rock. Ouch! His voice echoed in the forest. Paprika jumped. Wait. Is that you, Mom? He heard the echo again, and a tear rolled down his cheek. He really thought for a minute it was her. He walked what seemed forever. He was so tired, so he decided to take a rest. He walked over to a rock and sat down. In the distance, he could hear sounds of something dragging through the grass. He jumped up, but saw nothing but leaves and sticks. Birds flew from a nearby bush. Oh, Paprika laughed. That was probably the dragging I heard. He started to walk again, kicking stones along the way, humming to himself. There were large puddles of water left from the storm that Paprika had to swim through, but he still moved on. That's when he heard the dragging, getting louder. "What's that sound?" he said. He looked behind him, and then to the right, then to the left, and he saw nothing, just large sticks and the sun shining through the trees. As he started to walk faster, the sound grew louder and louder. He was getting so scared. "Mom!" he yelled. "Is that you?" There was no answer. "Dad, come on, is that you?" Still no answer. Just a hiss could be heard. "It's a llama. I just knew it." To Paprika, llamas were evil animals. He remembered a story about them spitting, but couldn't remember why. But he thought it could not be good. "Llama, please. I mean you no harm." The sound was loud, like it was right in front of him. But the only thing in front of him was a very large stick, probably from one of the very large, tall trees. Paprika reached his hand out to touch the stick. As his hand brushed across it, it moved. "What is this?" He looked at the stick. His little legs shaking, he couldn't run, though he thought he should. In the forest, Paprika yelled, was so loud it echoed, and birds flew from bushes. Oh, I'm so lost. His echo was heard as the stick came to life. And sorry, let me read that line again. The birds flew from bushes, as his echo was heard as the stick came to life and showed its tongue and its large fangs. This time Paprika found his run and ran as fast as he could without looking back till he reached the safety of his little house. When Paprika arrived safely back at his little house, he took his pad of paper out of his desk and wrote, "Do not touch sticks ever again." Then put the pad of paper back in his desk drawer. That night, Paprika took a warm bath and dressed in his blue pants and crawled into his bed and prayed to God for his parents. "I promise I'll be good this time. I promise if you bring them back." Tears fell from his little eyes as he rested on his rosy cheeks. "Mama, please come home." He thought about how scared he was today, and no Mama there to hug him, and no Dad to rescue him. He laid in the dark in his little room, all alone, crying, till he finally fell asleep. And that's the end of the first chapter. Some of it I kind of messed up on. I'm really, really sorry, because I wrote this a while ago. I still have to rewrite it, but that is the first chapter of my book, and I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to read more next time. God bless everybody, and big huggles, and have a really good day tomorrow. Till next time.